Good evening, everyone. I hope you had a good day, fruitful start to the week, and your week has started well and you got it off to a flying start. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. My name is Alan Wanjohi, Field Support for Neolife Kenya, and I am thrilled to be here to introduce to you an exciting opportunity that could change the way you think about your financial future. And I want to extend a warm welcome to the guests on this call, because this meeting is designed for you as a guest to be able to showcase to you what the Neolife opportunity is all about. So I want to welcome all the guests who are on this call, making their way into this call. We know that we have guests from across the world, guests from East Africa, West Africa, South Africa, and of course, in the over 5 continents that we're in. And I just want to urge each and every one of you to just take a pen, a paper, because this might be your game-changing session tonight. Because I'll ask you a question. Have you ever felt that maybe there's more to life than the daily grind? Are you looking to achieve financial independence or flexible work hours and a chance to be your own boss? Well, this is what we're going to be discussing tonight. So at this point, I want to welcome Pascal. Pascal is a world team member based in Pretoria, South Africa, who's been very instrumental in taking us through the opportunity session for the last 3 years now. And it's my honor to welcome him. Pascal, if you can hear me, please take it away, and thereafter introduce the guest speaker for tonight, our director, Patricia. Over to you, Pascal.
Thank you very much, Alan, for your intro. I really appreciate you hosting our meeting every Monday and every Thursday to get our guests and all our distributors also to have an idea of what our business is. As Alan has said, maybe this presentation, if you're a guest, will be the beginning of a very different life for you. And that depends on the decision you're going to make. So without further ado, I want to share the screen with you. In this session is designed for people who are looking at this business for the first time. But it's also designed for those who are already in the business and they want to remind themselves, that is, to bring to mind again the reason they joined the business. The mission of our company or our business is very simple. We want to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And that always starts with you. You see, when everybody is happy and you're not, it makes much little difference. When everybody is healthier and you're not, you're in the 5-star hospital, it makes very little difference. So our goal is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And as it is, it always begins with you. So why did Betty and I start this business? 27 years ago, Betty was invited by a friend of hers to come and look at the business. And the reason why Betty was looking for something to do is because being a trained science teacher, she couldn't get a job in Pretoria as a teacher, because at that time, South Africa had just become an independent country. There are 2 languages used in schools, Afrikaans and English, and only people who knew both languages would have a chance of getting a job. I remember Betty gave her CV to all the English-speaking schools in Pretoria, but she couldn't get a job. And I remember she made 2 weeks before we joined the business, she said that I have looked for a job long enough, let the job come and find me at home. And true to that, 2 weeks later, a friend of hers called her and asked her, Betty, I think I would like to show you a business that you can run from your house without any prior experience. So I stayed at home and Betty went for a presentation. The gentleman who was doing the presentation that evening is one of our dearest friends called Hansi Cronje. And the reason why Betty could relate very well to the speaker is because Hansi Cronje also, Hansi and Lydia Cronje had a child who needed constant medical attention. And that really related with Betty. When she came back, she explained to me what the business was. I didn't understand the details. So I asked, how much do you need to start this business? She told me 425 Rand at that time. That is equivalent to about 2,000 or 3,000 Rand at the moment. And that's how we got started in the business. It took us a day to make a decision. So 2 days later, They brought a business kit to our house, they explained some products, and they drew some circles, and they said, this circle represents you and Betty, and this other circle represents your team. The line connecting these circles is called teamwork, and if you build it correctly, you can be financially independent. I mean, liking numbers, I made some elementary calculations, and when I saw the figure after 12 months of doing the business, even if 10% of what we were told at the meeting was correct, was true, it was something worth doing. That's how Betty and I started the business. Our first check was $3. After 7 months, our income reached $1,000. And as I said, the rest is history. So if you're a guest, I'd like to share with you four ways that people use to generate income. The first one is called a job. A job is when you work for somebody. After 30 days, they pay you a salary. And a job is good, at least you have money. You have money to buy food, to put on the table. You have a roof over your head. You can buy clothes to put on your back. So a job is good because at least you have an income to get. But because of changing technology, because of advances in science and technology, it's very hard to say that there's anything called a secure job, because employers have found very efficient ways to generate business services and products that requires less people. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. This is when you get money, you borrow money, you get your life savings, you mortgage your house, you get some money to start your own business. Starting your own business is good because you control the amount of time you put into the business and how hard you work. The challenge with self-employment is that if you're not there physically, no money comes in. If you fall sick, you want to attend to family issues, you want to go for a holiday, you cannot get away unless two things happen. Number one, you get somebody who understands what you do. Number two, somebody you trust, so that your business keeps running. In fact, a very simple way to test whether you own a business or not is, can you go away from the business for 30 days or 60 days without the business collapsing? If it does collapse, you don't own the business owns you. The third way that people use to generate income is big businesses. These are people who invest huge capital, they buy a lot of machinery and equipment, they employ a lot of people to run their businesses. These are companies like Safaricom PLC, MTN, Vodacom, ShopRite, Checkers, Naivas. These are companies that invest millions and millions of dollars to run their businesses. And you see, this is not available to the ordinary person in the street. That leads me to the fourth way that people use to generate income. This is investment. This is when you have cash which is over and above your daily needs, and you want to put it into a vehicle or a business that gives you a return on your investment. But you need two things apart from the extra money. You need knowledge and scale of investment. Most people get others who are knowledgeable and skilled in investment to invest on their behalf. Of course, they have to pay the investor some fee. There are other ways which are extraordinary. For example, professional sports people or musicians or authors, people who are very, very talented and articulate in what they do, and they're able to generate income using these professional skills. The question is there an ideal business? Is there a business that requires not millions of dollars to start? Is there a business that is within the reach of the ordinary person in the street like myself or yourself? I think the business needs to have the following 7 criteria. Number one, you need very low capital to start. In our business, you require between $60 and $100 to start a global business, $100 US. So you need very low capital to start. And the reason for that is the company you're partnering with already has invested millions of dollars to build the infrastructure that helps you grow your business. The second element is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? Because this is what people need. Distribution is one of the keys to success and creating wealth. Why? Because remember, what is a business? A business is when you provide a product or a service to the public and they pay for those products or services. And one of the ways is to distribute the products and services that have been made by people. Okay. The third criteria is you need to have a global reach. Why is that important? Because if you want to be wealthy, you need to be able to provide your product or a service to a very, very large population base. Neolife operates in 50 countries. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries, which cover a population base of about 450 million people. So in Africa, we've got access to about 40% of Africa's population. So there's still a huge market that we can satisfy with our products and services. The fourth element is leverage. In fact, leverage is one of the keys to successful people who generate wealth. What is leverage? Leverage is when you find a way to multiply your time, your effort, and your skills so that you can reach more customers. That's the reason why banks open branches. That's why retail shops open different stores. That is why fast food chains open different branches and stores. They want to leverage their services. Think about leverage like this. You and I have 24 hours a day. We sleep 8 hours, we work 8 or 9 hours, we spend the rest of time traveling, attending to our families. You see, if you only dependent on what the effort you put, you'll never be wealthy because you cannot stretch time. Time is not elastic. Okay, so you need to find a way to multiply your time where your business or your product does more than 24 hours. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable, high-quality products. Why is that important? It's important because a consumable product has a repeat sale. You and I, at the end of this month, you're going to do shopping, you buy soap, you buy cleaning products, you buy everything that you need in your home. Those are consumable products. And you're going to do this month in, month out, year in and year out. Okay, so consumable products is a good way to run a business or a good product to provide to the public. Then the sixth element is you need a business system. A business system simply means how you run your business, a series of tools, procedures, equipment that allows you to run your business even in your absence. That's why if you go to any bank, you'll find that they use the same system in each branch or whatever each country or market they're doing business. So a business system is very important for the success. What actually the business system does, it replaces the owner of the business so that the business runs with or without them. And the last one is timing. Timing is very critical in business because if you start the business too early, and you don't have enough time to educate your customers, by the time the market is ready for your product and you don't have sufficient traction, you lose out. So the timing needs to be correct, not too early and not too late. Okay? What is this business that I'm talking about? What is network marketing? It is a system, a very efficient system of distribution of goods. I think it's the most efficient way to distribute products and services. And by the way, we use a very simple tool and technique called word-of-mouth advertising. Word-of-mouth advertising is as old as civilization. Think about this. When you go and watch a good movie, what is the normal thing that you do? The normal thing is to speak to your friends and share your experience about the movie. What have you done? You've done word-of-mouth advertisement. So that's what we take advantage of. So in network marketing, we take a product from a manufacturer to a consumer, but we cut out middlemen between the manufacturer and the consumer. In between stands a distributor like myself or some of my colleagues who are attending this presentation. So you cut out the middleman. There's no advertising in our business. The advertising budget is what is available to be paid to people like myself. There are no wholesalers or retailers. Products are explained to customers directly. So the customers are able to make very good educated decisions because they're given sufficient information about the products. So we are paid for successfully referring customers to buy the product. The company has a way to monitor this. Products are researched and developed on your behalf. I alluded to this earlier in that you are think about this. If you want to start a business, any business at all, the first thing is you need to decide what product or service are you going to provide the public, number one. Number two, you need to research the product you want to provide. You need to get raw materials to make up the product. You need to design the manufacturing process. You need to buy all the ingredients, all the machinery. You need to build in. You need to have quality control. You need to register the product in every market that you do business. That has already been done for you. So although you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself because you're partnering with a company that already has done this homework for you. There are no qualifications required in this business except three things. Number one, the first one is you need to have a desire. You need to have a desire for success. Nobody can have this for you. The second is you need to be teachable. That is your willingness to learn from other people who have become successful. And number three is you need to work hard. If you have these three things going for you, you're going to be very successful. Now, Neolife was started by Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield, when he was a teenager, he had very, very serious asthma. And his mother gave him natural remedies. And when he recovered and his health improved, he decided, maybe I should share this idea with the people in my town, small town called Porterville in California. That's how the dream of this business started. 65 years later, Neolife operates in over 50 countries. All the 5 continents. And the reason why our company has stood the test of time is because we believe in the basic 5 principles: absolute honesty and integrity. We need to tell the truth about our products, about our business. Integrity is when you do the right thing when nobody is watching. The second element is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If you don't have people, you don't have anything. Okay. The third element is products that work. Why is this important? This is important because the nature of our business, we deal with individuals. For example, if you go to any supermarket to buy anything, you will not have the owner of the supermarket or somebody explaining to you every product that you are looking for. They don't have that time. But in our business, any product you buy, somebody will explain to you what the product does, the benefits of the products, the quality of science that goes behind it. And that's the reason why Neolife put together the Scientific Advisory Board, a group of scientists whose job is just to research and develop top quality products. And these are scientists who are independent. In fact, they are actually independent of the company in that they also have other scientific responsibilities. They're lecturers in top universities around the world. They do their own research, and therefore every product that is designed by Neolife has been peer reviewed. The literature in the studies have been peer reviewed, and that makes the qualities very, very unique. The fourth element is we have equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts the business at the same time, at the same level, sorry. Some are young, some are old, some are women, some are men, some are students, some are experienced people in work, some are CEOs, plumbers, housewives. Every walk of life, as long as you have a dream and as long as you're 18 years old, you can do this business. And the last one is long-range vision. You need to have a long-range vision. Why? Because this business takes time to build. It's not a get-rich-quick business. Yes, you can get very rich, but it's not as quickly as most people would want to. So have a long-range vision. We say initially, you need to have a 2 to 5 year horizon. If you have that, your business will become successful. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971, East Africa 96, 97, West Africa between 1999 and the year 2000. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for so many different reasons. Some start the business because they want to give a better life for their children and families. Some start the business because they're sick and tired of their jobs. They're probably working in very toxic environments. Some people start the business because they want to have good homes. Some start the business because they want to have support their parents. Some start the business because they want to have good cars. Some start the business because they want to have holiday homes or travel and have go to different holiday destinations. Some start the business because they want to make money. I think that it's very important for us to learn how to make money. Money has three uses. One is a medium of exchange of goods and services. Number two is a store of wealth. And number three is a measure of wealth. Money is not wealth. Those are two different things. Okay? And so we need to learn how to make money, but also we need to learn how to keep it and also how to grow it. So it's important that we take seriously making money. In fact, when the quest of making money is abandoned, there's normally hopelessness and grubbiness, and people lose direction in life. Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit. So you're going to partner with a company that is more than 60 years old, operating in over 50 countries, and is supported by the Scientific Advisory Board. We have four ranges of products. The first is called the Golden Home Care range of products. Golden Home Care means the products we need for cleaning our homes. Bathrooms, the kitchen, the toilets, the tiles, the carpets, anything in your home that requires cleaning, we have the products for you. The next range is the Personal Care range of products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. The other range is the skincare products called nutrients. We have products to cleanse and detoxify the skin. I mean, your skin is constantly exposed to elements, dust, smoke, impurities, the sun. You need something to protect and nourish your skin, to keep it moist and not very dry, and also not too wet. And the last range of products is the healthcare range of products. This is the highest selling range of our business. Now, how does this business work? This business works when we do 3 daily success habits, things we do every day to grow our business. The first is called use the products. You simply change your buying habits. You see, whether you're in this business or not, at the end of this month, you're going to buy soap. You're going to buy consumable products. You're going to buy things you need to use in your home. So what we suggest is this: simply change your buying habits and buy the products from your own business. Now, because Neolife operates in over 50 countries around the world, the company has standardized the measurement of business by using what we call the point value system, or the PV system. One PV is roughly $160 in value. The second thing we do in our business is we share two things. One is the opportunity, and two, the products. Let me discuss the opportunity first. Sharing the opportunity simply means that you introduce other people to be users and promoters of the products. In this example, you introduce 6 people to be users of the products. Each person plus yourself does 100 PV. You'll have done a 700 PV unit, and your income is about $45 as a manager. Okay? The next thing you do is you teach the people you brought into the business to duplicate or replicate what you have done. In this example, the person on the top right corner introduces 2 people. Each, those other 2 introduces 2. That unit is doing 700 PV, plus the other 6 gives you 1,300. You become a senior manager. Your income is about $90. Then you begin to teach all these people to duplicate or replicate what you have done. If all these 6 people do 700 PV, that's 4,200. Plus yourself gives you 4,300. You become a director. Your income is between $580 and $700 a month. Okay? Now, some people will not be interested in becoming business builders or promoters. These are your customers, so you share with them the products. Because they're not registered, they're going to be customers, and you make a profit of 20% from them because they cannot buy directly from the company. They're not registered. They have to buy through you, and you make a net profit of 20%. The third thing you do every day is called personal development. This simply means you take time to learn about the products, you take time to learn about the business, you take time to be a leader. Through the support system, we have training, support, personal development material, you attend conferences, you attend seminars, you attend conventions, so that you can become a better person or a better leader. If you want to earn more money in this business, you need to help other people become successful like yourself. If you help one more person become a director, your income is about $1,000 a month as a software director. If you have 3 people, you get to what is called a 2 Ruby or a Ruby director. Your income is about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income is about $5,000 a month. That is a president's team member. So your success depends on how many people you help become successful. So at this juncture, I want to invite a very dear friend of ours from Nairobi. She has been in the business for quite a while. Patricia, can you hear me? Hi, Patricia, you need to unmute yourself.
Hi, Pascal. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Lovely.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. Whenever I listen to your presentation, I'm like, wow, I need to start this business all over again. I want to say hello to everyone who's on this call. You've made the right decision by attending this meeting. My name is Patricia Mwangi Wainaina. I am married. And as I share my story, you're going to kindly allow me to share my screen, because as I share my story and share the screen, it's easier for people to understand more of what I am sharing. So Pascal, you need to let me know whether you can see my slides.
Yes, I can.
Awesome. I am married to that tall, handsome, kind-hearted, and supportive gentleman, Philip Wainaina. And we have been very blessed because God willing, next month we are turning 5 years in marriage. I've been in this opportunity for quite a while. I came across this opportunity straight out of the university. I felt because I'd studied very hard, I had my honors degree in biology and chemistry, I assumed I'd automatically get a job. But I realized simply because you're well educated is no guarantee you'll ever find a job. So there I was, tamaking, feeling absolutely frustrated. I always like to share that I'm blessed to come from a large family. That picture was taken recently. My parents have 8 of us. So you can see my parents are there in the middle. They have 8 of us. I know that that photo also has my in-laws who are very, very precious to me. They have, I have my nephews and my nieces there. So you can imagine you're in Nairobi, you have 8 children, you are giving or doing your best to give them a decent standard of living. I don't come from a rich family, neither do I come from a poor family. And I'm the firstborn of all those nice people you can see there. So you can imagine as the firstborn, I finished my degree. And every time, and when I didn't have a job, and every time I would think of going to town, I'd have to ask my mother for 20 shillings. Now that really, really used to frustrate me. So I would write many application letters, get very many regrets. In fact, I remember most of the mail from that used to come home used to be mine, full of regrets. So I remember one day feeling particularly low. So I went and called a friend. Now this friend is actually very special to me. She was my lecturer in the university. Yeah, but one of these lecturers who ended up being like my big sister. In fact, she even ended up being our best mate. So I called her, I told her how frustrated I was, and I could hear that she sounded happy. And I was thinking to myself, what is there to be happy about? I'm feeling so frustrated. I have no money. I am broke. I'm just feeling bad. And she was like, Patricia, I found something you can do that can make you some money and keep you very busy. Now, that sounded like music to my ears. So I asked her, what is it all about? So she told me, come to my home and I'll explain to you. I remember that day I had called her that in an evening. I think it was about 6, 7 p.m. So I couldn't go to her house that day. But the following day, as promised, I went to her house. She explained what Pascal has just explained to you. And friends, I understood nothing. Please note that word. I understood nothing. I didn't join this opportunity because I understood it. I joined it because I desperately needed to do something to change my life. And also because I trusted Anne. I knew she could not be getting me into anything that was bad. So, like most people, I didn't even have the money to start. So I borrowed the money. I didn't allow the lack of money to stop me from joining. I borrowed the money from a good friend of mine. It's not that it's even a lot, but I borrowed the money from a friend and I started. And I always say life is very interesting. You take a leap of faith and other doors open. After I joined this opportunity, a few weeks later, I got a job. I got a job. Now, so when I got a job, I used to do this business part-time and I'll do my business full-time. Now, I enjoyed the people interaction my job gave me, but I realized as time went by that a job is not necessarily a bad to make somebody else's dream come true. You are spending so much time to a former classmate of mine from the university, and he had been seeing my pictures in social media. I have time to enjoy life and those kind of things. The boss needed me. He was just going on and on and on about how busy he is. And, I just smiled because I thought, wow, that is what I call the corporate world, a total rat race. Yeah. So luckily for me, after 2 years, I lost my job because the company collapsed. Now, why do I say luckily? I have learned in my short life that many times when good things need to happen to you, you have to suffer a bit. I keep saying you have to be thrown into the deep end to learn how to swim. So when I lost my job, with the encouragement of my father, you can see my parents are there in the middle. My father understood this industry and he could see the future of this industry. And he was like, you know what? At some point in life, you'd still need to think of running your own business. It is better to do that when you're younger. I know on the call we have people who are mature ages. Maybe we have people even in their 60s, their 70s. That is a mature age, and it's still a good age to do this business. I mean, you can do this business at any age. But he told me, focus on this business. And I took my father's advice and I decided to focus on this business. And I always say, going into Neolife full-time or deciding to focus on Neolife full-time was one of the best decisions I ever made. Of course, Neolife, I always say, is a great adventure. I mean, if you want adventures in life, you need to join the Neolife opportunity. And you see, adventures means you have your ups, you have your downs. Okay, I've had several downs and I've had some very low lows. I remember even by the time I was shown this business, I remember asking my dear friend, she's called Professor Anne. Yeah, Professor Anne Mwigai. I remember telling her, look, I've never done business in my life. How will I be able to do this thing? Because for me at that moment in time, it was a thing. But she told me, don't worry, you will be taught, you will be supported. And that to me was very beautiful. But of course, as I said, I've been through some very low lows. The lows have been a lot of self-doubt and wondering, would I ever really make it in this business? Yeah, will I really make it? A lot of rejection from people who do not understand what this business is all about, what this industry is all about. I mean, sometimes, of course, now I laugh about some of the things people say. Yeah, I have developed such a thick skin that no matter what you say, I just think, my goodness, if you knew how life-changing this business is, you'd not talk like that. But you see, the thing is, I was very young in the business. So when people tell you, oh, this funny business where you're going to hawk medicine, you're going to hawk soap, I mean, this kind of business is beneath me. I remember one particular day, I had walked to town because I couldn't afford 20 shillings. For the ones who live in Kenya, or you don't maybe just need to live in Kenya, but the ones who know the local geography of Nairobi, at that time I was living with my parents in South Sea, and I would not give excuses when I need to go to town to meet people or to attend training. Now, sometimes these days I hear people saying, oh, I can't come because I don't have bus fare. I smile. I used to walk. Yeah, but because I was too embarrassed to be seen walking on Uhuru Highway, what I used to do is that I would take, for the ones who know the local geography, I would walk from South Sea, go through Nairobi West, connect through Madaraka, go up, go to Upper Hill, then connect to Haile Selassie, and now walk into town. Yeah, I'd done that one day, and then I'd walked back home. And I remember as I was going home, there's a particular neighbor who had expressed interest in our products. So I thought to myself, wow, let me pass through her house. She'll probably give me the money. Because you see, I didn't even have money to buy products for people. But I really thank God that people trust me. Because let me tell you, friends, up to today, 99% of my clients pay upfront. Yeah, they send money and then I place the order, I have it delivered. So I thank God that people trust me. So I went to her house, and I think in retrospect, she had probably had a very bad day because she went on and on and on about how I was wasting my time doing this business. Why did I even go to the university? I should go and get a real job. And you can imagine you are so tired at the end of the day and somebody is bashing you. I remember balancing my tears and telling myself internally, I'm not going to give this lady the satisfaction of seeing me cry. So I quickly thanked her for her time. I excused myself and I walked out of her home. I walked out of her gate. I remember the moment I left her gate, I broke down and I cried. And that, I always tell people, was my turning point in Neolife. Because I told myself, this lady who is here bashing my dreams, is she going to give me the money to achieve my dreams? No. Does she have an alternative for me? No. I developed what I call a positive rebellious spirit. And I told myself, with God's help, I'm going to do this business. I'm going to succeed in this business. I'm going to achieve some of those dreams. And I remember the other day, about a month ago, I'd gone to visit my parents. And then as I was walking in the estate, I bumped into her. And let me tell you the amount of excitement she had hugging me. As she was hugging me, I was thinking to myself, is this the same lady who used to call me names? That's what happens when you persevere and your dreams start coming true. People begin to respect you. But those lows are there. The highs in your life have been great. I remember my father had very bad high blood pressure. So much medication, courtesy of the lifestyle that we, as far as thoughts are concerned, as far as diet is concerned, my father has really managed his high blood pressure, which is very good. Personally, when I was in my 20s, I'm 48 now, I used to be on bed. I used to have chronic fatigue. I used to be on bed rest and physiotherapy because of my back. Courtesy of our products, I've managed that to a point that I'm able to pursue one of my greatest hobbies, which is climbing mountains. That was the 5th time I was doing Mount Kenya. A few weeks ago, I summited Mount Kenya for the 4th time. Yeah, I really give thanks to God. This is somebody who was on bed rest and physiotherapy. Because the other thing Neolife gives you is time freedom. I love that. I don't have to worry when I take a break because I know my business will still go on. Because most people out there, if you go away for a while, your business collapses. But the time freedom Neolife gives me, I'm able to pursue those kind of hobbies. I'm also able to support my husband's tutoring consultancy because he's a very, very gifted teacher. And the other thing I love about our Neolife opportunity is that sense of purpose you are given to impact other people's lives positively. I remember this lady, she would say she cannot talk to people, she can't do this. Now she's an upcoming director in my team. Yeah, the confidence people develop courtesy of this opportunity is great. And to know that God is using you as a catalyst to help other people's lives get better is something that you really cannot even put a monetary value on, because they grow as leaders, you grow as a leader, you get this drive to go for your dreams. And life is so beautiful when you have purpose. Yeah, because when you wake up, you're waking up with a reason. Because many people are leading very, very hopeless lives. But because of this opportunity, you have that vision. You need to do this, you need to do that. And it really gives you a lot of purpose in life. The other thing about this opportunity is that it gives you great friends, because you are networking left, right, and center. In fact, the other day I was sharing with somebody, even when you think that you need something, you already know, I know somebody who can probably help me achieve it. Because the networking in this business is immense. And somebody once shared that your net worth is equals to your network. So the more people you know, the more people you can get to know, even the easier your life becomes. Because sometimes people struggle so much in life because they don't know the right people. And I always say on a light note, Neolife gave me love because I got married to my client. Next month, God willing, we are turning 5 years. And you see the beauty with Neolife, even your Neolife family becomes your family. When you look at those pictures, most of those people, apart from two, actually my Neolife family. Pascal flew all the way, because I remember our wedding was on a Thursday. He flew all the way from South Africa. I mean, I remember him calling me on a Wednesday evening saying he's coming. And I thought to myself, this is the family to belong to. You do business together, you of life together. It's a positive community to belong to. And there they are too. And in fact, I looked at that picture and I realized, I know I found love in your life, and there are two people there who also found love in your life. So it's a total value opportunity. Now, how do I see my future? Now, my future, I really, really, really look at my future with a lot of hope. When you walk around, especially because these are tough times we are living in, and you cannot dispute that we're living through tough times. But one thing I've realized in life, whenever there are challenges, there are corresponding opportunities. And because with God's help and the right opportunity and this positive community, they make you have that hope that your life is going to become better, that you go out there with hope and giving hope to people. So sometimes when people say, oh, you're there busy selling soap, just say you're sharing hope with people, because people have become so hopeless. So let's go out there. There are so many people out there waiting for their lives to be transformed. And the more I can see that that I'm impacting other people's lives, more and more of my dreams are coming true, because I've not even started. There's still so much to be done. There is still so much to be done. And those dreams only come true by helping other people achieve their dreams. So friends, for the ones who are guests on this call, you may be like me and thinking, my goodness, would I ever really be able to do this business? Don't worry, that's how I felt. You're going to belong to a very, very positive community, people who are going to work with you. Of course, they're not going to do everything for you. It is your business, but they're going to teach you how to do this business. They're going to walk with you. They're going to encourage you. This is the place where people just keep encouraging you. And I'm like, what? You know, out there, it's not easy to find people who keep telling you, you can do it, you can do it. All you hear out there is, oh, life is so hard. You know, with this economy, how can you be able to? And I'm like, you know what? With challenges come corresponding opportunities. For my fellow colleagues, we are in the right business. Don't shy away from sharing this business with people. We are sharing hope with people. We are showing them a way out of their financial stress. We are giving them health solutions. We're helping them grow as people. Walk with your head high, because what we are doing is God sent. I always feel when Neolife was shown to me, it's like God just dropped a gift to me. And we are happily sharing that gift with other people. Pascal, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my story. I'm going to hand back to you. Thank you for all your support.
Thank you very much, Patricia. That was a wonderful presentation. Maybe I'll be inspired one day to go and climb Mount Kenya. Who knows?
Karibu sana. We shall organize it for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, Patricia is just an ordinary person like you and myself who years ago decided to take this business seriously, join the business, and start growing the business. It takes effort, it takes courage, it takes patience. So for those of you who are guests, get back to the person who invited you after this. Okay? And if you allow me to get back to my screen, one of the things the company has done to make the business efficient is to take advantage of technology, online services. If you want to order products, you can order products online. If you want to register new distributors in your team, you can do that online. Once you register as a distributor, the company creates for you your own personalized website and also what is called a back office. A back office is a way that you can monitor and manage your business all over the world. You can see how your business is doing worldwide. Training is done locally, internationally, online. Sorry. Delivery of products. Each market where the company is doing business, they contract courier companies to deliver the products to their customers. Payment is for products or for bonuses is done by EFT or mobile transfer. So the company has made the business a very, very efficient. Anybody who's serious about the business can take full advantage of technology. Conventions. Every year, the company in each region gets together to share success, to share their experience, to recognize people who have been very successful. This year in East Africa, they are going to, Neolife is meeting on the 28th of October in Dar es Salaam. In Southern Africa, we are meeting in Pretoria on the 14th of October. So if you're a distributor, or even if you're a guest, go back to the person who invited you, tell them, look, I want to attend these conventions and actually see what this business is about, okay? Now, how do you get started? You get started by going back to the person who invited you. They'll give you an application form to fill. In Botswana, is between 650 and 2,330 pula. South Africa is between 870 and 1,880. In Kenya, as the prices went up yesterday, it's now 8,700 and 11,000 shillings. In Nigeria, it's 32,000 or 40,000 naira. In Tanzania, it's 153 or 190,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, it's 225,000 or 273,000 Uganda shillings. In USA, $75. In Togo, it's 43,500 or 58,500. Italy, 64 euros. Ghana is 542 or 866 Ghanaian cedis. In Cameroon is 56,000 or 68,000 francs CFA. So this is what you need to get started in the business. If you're a guest, get back to the person who invited you. And the one thing I want you to really think about is the power of leverage, because this is one of the secrets of very successful people. Two choices. If I give you $1 million cash, or I double 1 cent, double for 31 days, double every day for 31 days, how much would that be? If you do that, the amount is 10.737 million shillings. That's the power of leverage. Remember, success begins with a decision. If you're a guest, you need to decide, yes, I want to do this business. Once you've made the decision, you also need to do the following. Number one, you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What is it that you want to do with your life? What is it that you've always thought about doing, but for so many different reasons, you've not been able to do it? Number two, you need to find out what you need to do to be successful. That means you need to be teachable, what to do and how to do it. You need to be teachable. Number three is hard work. Just sheer guts, discipline, persistence, you're going to be successful. Number four, belief in yourself. Belief in yourself is very important, because if other people can do it, so can you. Believe in yourself, believe in your sponsor, and believe in Neolife. Your sponsor is the person who invited you to become a distributor in this business. What is next for you? The next thing is get back to the person who invited you. They'll guide you and show you how to get started. Follow their advice. If you do, nothing will stop you from becoming successful in the business, and we will meet you in the various places on the beaches of the world, especially next year in May in Mauritius. Thank you, good night, and God bless you.